Welcome to the roller coaster ride of business with Hannah Edwards on Global Voice Radio. Hannah and her guests share the real deal, the ups and downs, the highs and lows of building a business. Here is your host, Hannah Edwards.
Hi all, and welcome to the Rollercoaster Ride of Business. I'm your host, Hannah Edwards, and I just want to thank you all for joining me this week. So on this show, we're going to be discussing blogging as a career. It's quite a divided topic. Some think that it works. You see lots of people with successes in that field, and other people, either due to experience or just from what they've seen, don't believe that it's a viable career option. So blogs are used in almost every industry, and they're becoming the go-to option for passive income by everyone, even if they aren't working from home, because the technology that we have nowadays, apps can be downloaded onto our phone, and we can literally blog on the go. On the bus, on the train, wherever you are, you can write a blog post. They take a lot of work, but eventually they can become a profitable passive income stream. And I feel that you should honestly only think of blogging as a career if you enjoy writing, because let's face it, that's what blogging is, and you're going to be spending a lot of time doing it. So why choose blogging if you can't stand writing? So to start out, you actually need to plan your blog. You need to decide on your theme, and by theme I mean what your blog is going to be about. I have a blog on my virtual assistant website, but I also have my personal blog, and they both have two different themes, but there is a bit of an overlap, because on my personal blog I talk about building my businesses and some of the struggles that I go through, things that I discuss on my show weekly with you. So when you've chosen your theme, it's a good idea for you to ensure that you have a lot that you can say on it, because you don't want to be choosing a topic that you're going to eventually either lose interest in or run out of things to say. So it's something that you need to be passionate about, and it's something you need to know that you have a lot to say on it. There really is no point starting up a blog if the only thing you can think of is 3 posts and then you're done. Especially if you're someone that doesn't like research, because when you go to research your posts, you're not actually going to enjoy doing it. And again, it needs to be something you're passionate about and you enjoy doing. So once you've set on your topic, you need to create a plan. This plan is going to show how much money you want to make when you go full-time as a blogger, how you're going to make this money, because you won't just be able to make it from your posts. You need to consider sponsored posts and affiliate marketing, banner advertising. There's so many ways to make the money through blogging, and you need to consider all of the options that you would feel comfortable doing. You need to consider how much money is going to be in your emergency fund, because your income isn't going to be the same every month, and you might find that there's one month where it's lower, and if this is the only stream that you're using for your career, you're going to need money to fall back on. You need to decide if you already have the emergency fund saved up, or if you need to save it up and how you're going to save it. Are you going to stay in your job a bit longer? Are you going to just cut back on your spending at the moment? And you need to consider what goals it is you're working towards. So your first goal could be your emergency fund, your plan for your blog, creating that first post. And there's so much more to go into that plan. So once you've done your plan, you've decided what your blog theme is, what it's going to be called, you now need to decide on your platform. And there are so many free options if you're just starting out, that you can then, when you get to that point, upgrade to a paid plan if you need hosting, domain names, extra storage. Most people go for WordPress or Blogger. I have one of each. My virtual assistant website is on WordPress, so my blog is on that, and my personal blog is on Blogger. Tumblr is a good option if you're setting up a photography blog because it's more for photos as opposed to worded posts. So you need to create a space where you can sit and blog without being interrupted, because if you're serious about making a career out of blogging, you need to make sure that you're undisturbed while you're working on your posts. Once you've got your blog designed in your space where you are, and you've sat designing it, you now need to move on to the difficult part, which is building up your audience. This is why I say make sure you have a space, because you're going to need to be able to concentrate on getting the audience built up. You don't want to be halfway through writing a post or replying to a comment, and as I say, if you're a parent, your child coming in and disturbing you, once you've gone and sorted out what it is that they need, when you come back, you've probably forgotten by then what it is that you were actually writing, and you have to start all over again. So if you've got a space where you can work uninterrupted, or time during the day where you know that it's just going to be you, that's the time to do your blogging. So you need to be consistent and post regularly. Even if you lead a busy lifestyle, you can schedule your posts like you can on social media to post at a set time and day. You also need to build up a social media following. Instagram and Facebook are the best ones to use. However, you can build a following up on Twitter if you have the time. Pinterest has also become a hot favorite for many bloggers, as you can share your posts straight to your boards. You literally pin your blog topic that you've done for the day straight onto your board, and it links it back for you. Again, you can schedule your Facebook and your Twitter posts. However, Instagram is more of a right in this moment platform, so you can give your followers a snapshot of your life. And again, if you're doing a photography blog, you can use it to share your photos and link back to your blog. In the little bio on Instagram, you can update your link every time you do a new blog post. So when you post your picture on Instagram about your new blog post, you can, in the caption, say what the title is, what it's about, and then say clickable link in bio, so that they can go straight up to the top of your profile and click on that link, and it'll take them straight to your blog post, as opposed to them having to try and copy from your actual caption, because if they're looking at it on your phone, you can't copy and paste properly. So the best way to do all of this, the scheduling of your posts and your social media, because if you're like me, you like a little graphic that says new post, new blog post, however you want to word it, so that people know that when they see that graphic, you're going to be telling them that you've quite clearly written a new blog post and they need to read it. And the best way to do all of this is to set yourself a schedule where you spend an hour or two once a week, but on the same day, so you get into that routine, creating your posts and scheduling all of your social media for the week ahead. To carry on building up an audience, you need to mingle in the places where your fellow bloggers hang out. So on Twitter or Instagram, you can find them using the relevant hashtags in the search bar. When you type in the hashtags, it will literally bring up how many posts are on that topic, and you can click through and reply to anyone on there that you actually like, and then they should start replying to you, and you can build up a whole conversation. People will see that conversation and they should think, oh, I like the look of that blog, click on it, and build up a following for you that way. On Facebook, you need to search for the groups that they would be posting in. There are several blogger groups. I'm a member of a couple of them, and I've found them really helpful when it comes to getting ideas, getting over a word block, you can literally just put on that I'm literally blocked for what I'm writing, and they give you little tasks that you can do to get yourself out of that. You can also share your posts in there as well, and they share theirs, and you literally build up another way of building your following up. So when you've got your followers, you need to engage with them. If they comment, you must make sure you reply. Your followers are the ones that are going to be helping you to monetize your blog, because every advert you display will be tailored to them. Every banner that you've designed, like that you've said you'll display, every sponsored post, everything on your blog will be tailored to your following. So you must make sure you engage. It will take up a long time to build up your following. There will be a lot of days posting and replying to comments, updating your social media statuses and sharing your posts on the relevant platforms. And at first it will feel like you're spending a lot of time doing this for little reward. Guest posting is a great way to build up your followers. You can get fellow bloggers or people who are in the know of their industry to guest post on your blog. This will then open you up to a whole load of new followers, as your guest poster will be sharing their post that they have written on your blog with their audience on their platforms. And it also wouldn't hurt for you to guest blog on a few others to build up your audience that way. When you're in your Facebook groups that you've joined, or you could put a tweet out or even an Instagram graphic with the caption underneath saying that you're looking to guest post on some people's blogs. This is the stuff that the topics that you can post about, and preferably an email address where they can get hold of you, because direct messaging sometimes, if you haven't got the notification set up and you don't realize it, you're going to miss that message, and then you're just going to get a reputation as being someone that doesn't reply to your messages. It's always best to have it on email, because then you can quickly search back for whatever it is that you're supposed to be blogging about when you're writing your post. So once you've done all of this, you need to make sure that your blog is easy to read. Keep going back into it, get other people to look at it, because you've built up all of that following, and you don't want them searching your homepage for a link to the post that you've been posting about on your Instagram, your Pinterest, your Facebook, your Twitter, whatever platform it is you're using. You need to make sure that what you're posting is easily accessible, and that any link backs take your readers straight to the post that they're looking for, as opposed to your homepage and them having to then search for it. So nowadays, a lot of people feel that they should have multiple blogs for each topic of interest that they have. And if you're only blogging as a hobby and you've got the time, that's a great idea for you. But if you're trying to make a career out of blogging, and it's a serious career that you want, you need to focus on one topic on one blog. Don't set up a blog for one thing and a blog for another thing and a blog for another thing, because you'll soon get confused over which blog is for what one you've posted on, which blog's got which following, and that confusion can then cause you problems when you're building your social media app. So, like I've said before, in the beginning, you're not really going to earn any money. And when you do start earning money, it will literally be pennies. It won't be enough to go full-time whatsoever. But with hard work and persistence, you will eventually get to the point where you can see the rewards coming in. If you look at Zoella, she's built up from just a little YouTube channel and a blog. She's built up her massive empire, and she's a regular vlogger now, which is a whole different, whilst it's the same as blogging, it's video blogging. So it's a whole different platform on YouTube. And there are so many more other people out there that have made a career from blogging, So if it's something that you're serious about doing, don't let anyone stop you from doing it. Work hard at it, be consistent, be persistent, and you'll start seeing those rewards coming in. So much more that can be said on the topic of blogging as a career, because like I said before, some people see it as a viable career, and they see the people that have made their career from blogging, and they're the ones that they look to, they're their mentors. But other people, whether they've tried it or not, whether they've just decided for them it isn't a viable career, they're the ones that you don't want to listen to, because whilst they may have their opinions on it, them putting their opinions on you may then make you decide that you don't want to be a blogger. But like I said, if it's something that you're serious about and you're willing to put the effort in to make your blog a money-making way of working from home, then you will hit any goals that you set for yourself. And that's what being a business owner is all about. And if you choose blogging as your career, that will be your business, because you will have your social media. It will be your brand. So thank you for joining me. If you have any questions on blogging as a career, or any subjects that you would like to discuss for the future shows, you can get hold of me on the Global Voice Radio Facebook page, or on Facebook at my business page, Empowered Magazine. Thanks very much, and I will be back next week.
Thank you for listening. Join Hannah Edwards and the roller coaster ride of business every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern on Global Voice Radio, where your voice is heard.